And we're here.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
I'm happy to report, folks, that Stephanie is doing better. She's graduated from the crayon that she was using last week. They're now letting her use magic markers.
It's a big day.
No sharp objects yet.
No.
like pens, but she's doing
Someday.
better, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Cheers. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Actually, you should have pens, but I forgot to bring them.
See? It's not always my fault.
But I probably shouldn't give them to you anyway if you've only graduated to that.
That's it. I'm working on it, though.
All right.
How are you? How was your weekend?
It was good. How was yours?
Very busy for a weekend off.
That's the story of your life.
Well, it was, we were supposed to go away, and we put the kibosh on that. So we knew we had the weekend before our situation. Our J1s rolled in. And
the Duncan doctors.
Yes, I got the call a day earlier. She'll be there at 4. And I was like, what do you mean she'll be there at 4?
I thought she was coming at midnight and you had to go get her.
Like tomorrow at midnight. No, this is a different one. Oh, okay.
How many do we have here?
So we have 4.
Okay.
We have 4. So I had to evacuate my daughter from the guest bedroom. That was super fun.
And where does she go?
She's down here now. Hi, Aaron. Good morning. Permanent marker is quite the commitment. It's ultra clean washable.
Oh, boy. Oh, good. So she starts to run herself. Okay.
I did. I've already written on myself.
Okay. Step by step by step.
I'll get there. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So as you can see, we have beds in the studio. That's how my week is gone. So it's like I had to move things. It was an absolute Jenga game. It was a Tetris of all kinds of sorts. We ended up getting a last minute dumpster, cleared out the backyard. I spent the entire Saturday in the garage, hacking, sneezing, wheezing, going through everything. But I'm happy to report that every drawer in there is clean.
Wow.
Every item of laundry has been done. Every sheet set has been recleaned. Every bed set has been recleaned. And I can actually find things in my garage for the first time in a decade.
Wow.
I know. So that felt really, really good.
I'm proud of you
I
guys.
felt like I needed a body bag on Sunday, though.
And you know what? Now that everything's all cleaned up, it's time to sell the house.
Seriously. We have way more projects to be done before we sell the house. I'm not against it, Hank. I'm really not. After everything that I went through.
All right.
I'm like, seriously.
Well, you know who to call.
Legit. So we got it all done. It was absolutely stressed to the max, but it's over. The dumpster was picked up on Monday. I'm like, when is it going to be gone? The easiest transaction I think my husband and I have ever had.
Always get a dumpster.
Get the dumpster, got it online, showed up when it was supposed to, from a local company. I don't know which one. Was exactly where it was supposed to be. Placed it exactly where we wanted it. It was gone on Monday. Most seamless transaction I've ever had, and decently affordable.
Yeah, no, those guys are really good.
Right?
They really are.
Make it gone. I never want to see it again. Thank you. Good morning, Nat. And good morning, Mari. And good morning, T. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, everybody. I can't see your comments here, but
so now we've got the J1s. Learning their names was a feat.
And they are named.
So a Gid'em was first.
Gid'em.
A Gid'em.
A Gid'em.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it was Asmai.
Okay. A Gid'em.
And then it was Akinyet.
Okay.
And now it's Jules Zai.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm crushing these Russian names.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, I made the fatal mistake when they were asking me if they're very proud Kazakhstan. All of them brought me chocolates.
Oh, wow.
All of them brought me like little treats to try from their home.
There was some bread up on looked like chocolate bread or something.
Oh, no, that was my very stoned 23-year-old. That was very different.
Oh, okay. I was going to grab a piece before I came down.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Glad I didn't.
You could have grabbed a piece because it was made with Kazakhstan chocolate.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll grab a piece on the way out.
So the girls are absolutely adorable. They're hard workers. They're funny. They're very different than my Turkish girls who did not speak to us really at all. These ones will come right upstairs in my room. I need something.
Good for them.
They definitely advocate for themselves, which is really nice. Also, a lot. Hi, Andrea, Lucinda. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
But they had to go to work at what time?
I dropped them off at work at 4:30 this morning.
Right.
This is like the third day in a row. I feel bad for them. I don't want them riding their bikes in the dark.
Right.
And they don't have any like reflective gear. I said, maybe we'll go to Walmart later and we'll get you some reflective vests and maybe some headlamps or something. So please, I beg of you, if you're out late, if you're up early, there may be J1s on the road. Please, please pay attention. We have had stories, and I don't want to read in the news or have something happen to one of mine where somebody hits one by doing something or not paying attention. Just slow it down on the roads and watch for people on the roads. They don't know this country. No. They don't know the roads.
No, they literally don't know where
they don't know the rules. And apparently, I guess they're under and cover for insurance on bikes.
Oh.
So if anybody's got any spare bikes, if anybody's got a spare car that they want to let go for 8 weeks, let me know. Their licenses are reciprocal. That does make me nervous, but these ones are responsible. So
okay.
And they're funny.
I can't wait to. Well, I was going to say I can't wait to meet them, except they're going to work at 4 a.m.
Right. Well, it's your Dunkin' Donuts. You can pop your head in and ask for them. I'll write down their names. Yeah.
The Dunkin' Donuts.
They're all at your Dunkin' Donuts.
The Dunkin' Donuts at Time for God?
Yes. They were there at 4:30 this morning.
Oh my goodness.
I know. And the second round came at 6 a.m. because they're all training.
Oh my goodness.
If you're frequenting a Dunkin', know that all of the J1s just got here and they're learning. Did it go smoother today?
They would. They were doing the cars at the drive-through one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So it's
training.
I don't know. It's training probably. Oh, whoever came to the window was very nice. She had long black hair, maybe.
Yep.
Was that one of them?
Yep.
Okay. No, seemed very nice. And
well, I made the mistake of when she asked me, "What do you know about my country?" All I said was Borat, and that did not go over well.
Steph. Good heavens.
I just wanted their take. And you should have seen the utter demeanor change.
Oh.
Everyone in my country hates him. This is not a representation of who we are. But then she started showing me beautiful photos of parts of their country that I had no idea existed and how absolutely stunning it is. And they're definitely privileged girls. They're from well-to-do families. So one of them flies to the seas often and gets to see the Black Sea and all the areas that are around there. So I think it's really incredible.
Yeah.
The topography of the area, like gorgeous mountains with a city nestled into it.
Really?
Yeah. Very, very beautiful. I had no expectation of what they lived like. And my daughter, by the way, I didn't even know that was a real place. Yes, Kazakhstan is a real place.
Well, it sounds like, with all due respect, it sounds like one of those made up. What was it in Dunes? Was it in Doonesbury?
Yeah, right.
It was Kazakhstan, right?
That's right. Your wife said, "Don't be cranky, Hanky."
I'm not being cranky. Not being cranky at all.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right now. Welcome to America is right.
Yep.
They definitely got a full dose of it already.
Yep. Nope. I was charming this morning. They made look, all I care about is if I order my coffee and I get to the window and I get the same coffee I ordered, I'm happy.
My poor husband is out-managed right now, though. He's got a house full of girls. It's all girls. You got the 4 ones that were having dinner last night, sharing a little frozen pizza at the kitchen table.
Yep.
Made my heart warm to have a house full of people again. And then my 2 girls that were in the kitchen, and they were all hanging out. They really like each other. My son's in DC,
and
so it is full-on girls. I have not heard 3 peeps from him. I check in every day, and I'm like, "Hi, I love you. Remember me?" I got a photo yesterday. I said, "Can you send me a photo of what?"
I don't know.
I was like, "Proof of life. How are you doing?"
Fine.
At least it was a live photo, and I got to see him in front of one of the monuments. So it was cute. It was nice to see him. He's, on his own.
Is he having a good time?
Yeah, he's having a really good time. I packed his little suitcase and I sent him off with all of his friends in their big 8th grade trip.
Oh, boy.
And I said, "You're making memories."
Oh, yeah.
"Mom, I've been there 3 times. I said, "Well, you don't have to be the know-it-all on the trip. You can experience this in a different fashion." I said, "You're going on a cruise. You're with your classmates. It's just a different way to enjoy Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lynn. Yeah, so he's making me laugh. I appreciated that, but yeah, my husband is absolutely outrun by this
Oh
pile
my.
of girls in this house. For
Fortunately,
sure.
fortunately, he's a really patient guy.
Mostly. He was aggravated this morning when I was like, "Can you take the second run to Dunkin' and drop off the other one?" And he's like, "Seriously?" Then I heard him drop something. "Is this the way this day is gonna go?" I was like, "I'm going downstairs. Goodbye."
Well, I came down here 10 minutes to 7, 5 minutes to 7. I'm starting to look at my cell phone. Is there a
Is
text
she alive?
saying, "Don't come"?
No, no.
No, no, I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting, and I'm looking at the
Sorry.
I'm looking at the equipment over there and thinking, "Well,
I probably could do it.
I think I can do it now." Doesn't look quite like what I have,
You
but I can
definitely
make it
can do
go.
it.
I can make it go. Maybe I'm just gonna have to slip over and but then you
Yes.
appeared.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I totally fell asleep. Thank God my husband dropped something and said, "Is this the way this day is going to go?" Because I woke right down up. It was my
Mhm.
nap in between drives.
And you take a nap later today? Is
I'm gonna have to have 3 nap. Well, I have my favorite old ladies over at Thurwood, which I'm really excited to
oh,
see.
that's great.
I didn't get to see them last time because I had the plague.
Mhm.
It wasn't COVID, but I had some illness for a solid 2 weeks
Yep.
that I just couldn't shake. And I feel bad because I think my girls, I don't know whether it's pollen, seasonal allergies, whatever it
Mhm.
is, but I'm itchy. I'm still a little junky.
Mhm. Well, now it's gonna be the smoke from the Canadian
Great.
fires
Yep. So
that's coming down from Quebec and everything. I guess today it's potentially really bad.
great.
Gonna be hazy. You're gonna think it's cloudy, except you're gonna smell smoke. Nothing's burning, not in Stephanie's neighborhood or
Yeah, no,
anywhere
we're
else,
good. We're good.
but it's smoke from fires up in Canada, Quebec, and around there, and they can be that kind of smoke can be really heavy,
Yeah. Yep. So just be aware if you start seeing it creep into our area. That's what it is. Don't freak out.
right? But watch the county news pages because people are gonna be wondering
What
what's
is
going on.
happening? You're enjoying the sandwich police blotter over
The
there.
sandwich police blotter, they have really
You feel
stepped
like
up
they've
their
upped their
game.
game?
Yeah, they're competing now with Born. If you don't follow the Born police blotter, the Born page on Facebook, you
It's
should.
comedy.
It's comedy. They're so funny, and now the sandwich police have started posting, I guess, and they are hilarious. Sometimes we read something on the radio side, which we can't forget. We have to do radio
Right, right.
while we're doing this today. Um, about some kid who was calling a woman asking if he had got a hold of McDonald's and making inappropriate suggestions for food orders. And the way they wrote it, though, they talked about the kid being a McCollar, and they told his father that if he didn't stop, he was going to be served, and there weren't going to be fries with that. And it was just this whole series. It was really clever.
It's also a lesson to you, kids. Don't be crank calling. We know who you are now.
Right. Yeah, your number pops up, you know?
Has anybody noticed, by the way, the amount of spam calls? Has anybody else been getting a ton of them? Did some law expire?
I don't know. It's nutso.
I probably get 15 a day,
I don't get that many, but
maybe more. And it's happened fairly recently. It's turned up a notch probably in the last 2 weeks.
at least
So I'm like, what website did I go to? What did I sign up for unknowingly that I opened myself up to all of these spam phone calls?
yeah, I don't know if it's my phone or the phone service we have, but it says now possibly scam
Yeah, spam. But I
Spam.
have
or
I'm
scam, either way.
right. But I'm a business owner, so I have to open it. So I'll usually like turn it on speaker.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, ugh, I'm usually don't hang up.
What?
Bye.
Yeah.
That alerts me to the fact I need to hang up. Thank you
Right.
for letting me know.
If you answer it and there's 5 seconds of dead air, hang up.
Good morning, Robert, Maura, Helen. Thank you so much for joining us, Deb. So we've got to go on the air. Actually, we've got a happy anniversary to wish to some of our friends.
Okay.
Bear with us, folks. We might get in trouble. I don't know if I can shut off the music so that you can't hear it. YouTube doesn't like that
Oh, why?
when I play the music.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Because then they're like, it's not copyrighted, even though I pay all my licensing fees. So let's
all
not
right.
mess with it.
Okay.
Cape Cod's Alternative. We are Lemonadio. It's Hank and Stephanie. Just after 8 o'clock. We're almost there. It's good
Give or
enough,
take.
right?
Sure, give or take.
It's Tuesday. I've got my final shipwrecked at night. And then we're going to take a little break. And then we're going to start our summer games.
And they sound like they're going to be a lot of fun. I
Oh,
love that giant Jenga thing you're
yep,
talking
we've got
about.
giant Jenga. We've got Duck Go.
Mhm.
That's also fun. Where we got a little kiddie pool and you fish.
Yeah.
And then you pull up a little fish and then you open it up and then you see on the bottom what artist it is. And then I play that artist and then I stop it and you have to finish the line. It's fishing.
Oh boy.
Right? Finish fishing. So
Oh,
we've got some really fun, silly games to play in the afternoons for our summer games. And we're working on a sponsor right now. I think we have one for a grand prize of $500 at the end of the summer for each of the events.
Wow.
Right?
Very cool.
I know. So it's in the works right now. The big bucks, the big dollar prize. So we're working on it right now. I do want to say happy anniversary to Jim and Sue celebrating 36 years married. Congratulations, you two. Have a great day, and I better see you at Music Bingo on Wednesday. You're welcome. Lemonadio. Cliff goes, make sure you let them know for 48 minutes of tech support that I had to offer them the other day. They better come out to Music Bingo. I said, absolutely.
There you go.
We're working on a different version of Music Bingo with video.
Oh, really? Oh, that could be fun.
I don't know if I'm going to have it ready by tomorrow. I'm going to do my darndest. But it will definitely be ready for the following week. Music Bingo.
For Tomatillos?
Yeah.
Oh, because you've got the stage and the big screen now.
I've got the stage and the big screen. I've got plenty of room to move around.
Oh, boy.
Lots of room for activities.
Right. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes, I'm thrilled for it.
That'll be fun. By the way, for those of you who are kind of new to what we do here, this is a video cast, right, that you guys have been watching. We're also doing a radio show that most of the time we record ahead the hour that we're doing this. This morning, we didn't
have time.
So that's why every now and then we'll say, excuse us, we have to go do.
We got to do some work.
We got to do some other thing.
And you can follow that, by the way. We've got some great programming, some new programming coming to Lemonadio, which I'm excited for. We've got a countdown show on Fridays. We've got a Cape Vibes show that's coming. We've got a little comedy show that's coming. We've got some new music and some fun evenings and some local music. So we're going to be taking another one of the college radio shows and simulcasting it over here on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings.
Wonderful.
So yeah, some local artists, which I set out with full intention to make this all local music. And it's just super hard to program and keep on top of. And when you get that right person, we'll figure it out and plug them in too. So if you've got great ideas, please email us, send them to us.
I've got another one. I've got another one.
I love it.
I got another one because I had a chance to kind of mess around with the playlist on Sunday. I'd really like to do a classic jazz show.
I love it,
but I don't know quite when, and we got to figure out how to get the music. Thinking maybe 7 to 8 in the morning on Sunday, and then 8 to 11 we'll do Sunday School with Professor Hank, and then eventually expand the jazz and shrink the Professor Hank a little.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm down.
Good.
Bring on some new stuff. I'm always looking forward to it. That's for sure.
All right. Not the easy listening jazz stuff.
Yes, please no.
But the classic stuff.
I can't do a morning of Kenny G.
Ugh.
No. In
No,
fact,
no.
I've almost started hating music because I listen to silence when I drive now.
Oh, you know what?
Or classical. I zone out.
I do the same thing.
Do you listen to silence?
Yes. I don't even turn there. And it's so weird because I have always been, but you know what it is? There's no, aside from, listening to Lemonadio and the Lemonadio app or whatever in the car, everything is just so boring.
Yeah, I know.
Sirius XM is like, oh, come on.
Oh, Sethy's here. We got Elastic Glam on Friday nights. That's fun. Glam rock. It's just, I know, I get so stuck in the same genre. And that's why I'm loving having some of our different local shows come on Lemonadio and showcase what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I leave this place, I just sit and zone out and listen to nothing. There's so much going on up here at all times. So I'll just be driving and I'll be like, did I just drive 30 minutes with no sound? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's freaky. It's almost like an out-of-body experience.
And did I stop at every stoplight?
I hope I did.
Just keep going.
I hope I did. Glam rock is definitely not boring.
No.
You listen to classical in the car? All right. Amanda, good morning. Robert, good morning. And yeah, see, you're getting more spam emails. Something must have just released. I don't know why we're getting all of this junk, but it's obnoxious at this point. Graduations were happening over the weekend. I saw tons of graduations, photos.
Yeah,
and
we went to 2 parties.
Did you?
One on each
Well, it was
day.
a crappy weekend.
It was. I felt bad for the sandwich kids because they had the option to decide in or out. And they decided that they wanted to have it outside so more people could come, and they kind of rolled the dice with the weather. And the party that we went to on Saturday was a sandwich graduate.
Yep.
And the folks were saying that it was just a disaster.
Yeah.
Because the girls were all dressed up. They had open-toed shoes and makeup and hair and everything else. And it was just
that stinks.
not a lot of fun.
No, I feel bad. I would have liked it only just because of the sheer heat of everything. I feel like when my daughter got her graduation, both of them actually, it was sweltering. We were all sweating it out in the gym. Ugh.
Right. And I tried to leave the villages. Apparently, when Mashpee High graduation was over.
Oh, that wasn't happening.
No, wasn't happening at all. Nope. And I tried to. Mari was going out with clients, and I tried to call her. And ever since they've done here's a conspiracy theory, folks. Ever since they've done the road work on 151, it is an absolute dead zone for cell service.
Yes. What did they cut?
Am I right?
No, you're 100% right. It's unusable. I'll be waiting for my girls, and our J1s are all on WhatsApp, which requires you to have data. Yes. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm in a dead zone. I didn't even know you texted me 14 times.
Yeah, you start to get the service again when you get to the light at the library in the church. But I don't know how far up 151.
What did you cut, Mashpee? What happened?
The other way. It's awful.
It's not good. It needs to be addressed. And we're not the only ones. I thought it was our service. Then I was checking how much data I used.
Right.
Because I have unlimited data, but if I go over a certain percentage of it, it starts like choking and slowing down. It just happens.
Right.
And I'm no, it's not that. It's not this. What is it?
Yeah, I paid the bill, right?
You're right.
That's always the first thing I get when we have something goes off or malfunctions or
did
anything.
I pay the bill?
First thing Mari says to me, well, did you pay the bill? Well, of course I did.
Are you in charge of that?
I think. Yeah, I handle the utility bills.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like how we divide up the stuff.
I do the utility bills too.
Yeah.
He does the other stuff.
Yeah.
He does like the business accounting stuff. I do the bills. It's not exactly glamorous, but it gets done and I don't forget them.
Yeah, Mari does the mortgage. I do the utility bills and there's some other things. It just works out.
Isn't that funny, the breakdown of the relationship? I've got people that have been married for a long time that have totally separate finances.
Yeah.
And I've got people, whatever works for you, works for you. I know some people are really quirky about having separate bank accounts, or maybe this one is in charge of this and this. However you divide it and it works and you're not fighting all of the time, that's how it works.
Right. I mean, we have quote unquote.
It took us a decade to get there.
Right. I mean, we have, I guess, separate bank accounts, but our names are on,
Yeah.
Quote, my account, her name is on it. So and because we were both working, I mean, and I still work obviously, but when we were both working full time, we were both getting salaries. So, it just worked out.
There's money somewhere. There's always money in the pineapple stand. The banana stand.
Yeah. Somebody's always got money somewhere.
Good morning, Hunter. How are you? Checking in from our West Coast. Hope you're doing well. Hope your travel back was better. Good morning, Will. Also checking in from our West Coast. Hey. Oh my gosh. It is full on Pride Month, and that's why the disco ball is in the studio, obviously.
Okay.
No, I found it. We were thrifting something and I saw the disco ball in the window and I was like, I have to have it. It has to come home with me.
What is with people all of a sudden getting offended about Pride Month?
What do you mean? It started at the Target stuff?
It started the Target stuff, and it just seems to be continuing. There's a backlash.
Is there?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if it's an honest to God backlash or if it's just enough people making just enough noise that the media feels like they can't.
Are you bored? Something to talk about today?
Can't ignore them.
Yeah.
So they give them a story, just like the stories about Muffy and Buffy, who don't remember every word, syllable, and note of the Taylor Swift concert they went to.
I love that you're calling them Muffy and Buffy. Yes, the thrifting does run strong, Will. I was thrifting with Lily. We'll get to her in a minute. And back to work you go, Hunter. Sue, I just wish you and Jim a happy anniversary on the air. Happy 36 years married to a lot. You're married to a lot.
Okay.
And I love that lot. Yes, absolutely love it. So congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
It's work.
We'll be 34 this year.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
It is. It is.
I mean, you work together as a partner. I think that's where you get past. Yes,
Right.
you do love each other, but you do have to actually work together.
Yeah, we do now. I mean, we haven't for most of our marriage worked together, but
Yeah.
now we do. And even that we've divided up the assignments.
That's exactly. I feel like that's
For
the
the
key as I'm approaching my 20 years of if I want to sign back on or not, or
Yeah.
Obviously I do. We'll figure it out. We're better this week. It's fine. Last week we did not have a great week. We did not. That's another thing in relationships that people don't talk about. Sometimes there are bad weeks. Sometimes there are bad years.
Yes. Yep. Bad years.
And you just step through it.
Yep. And you keep rolling. That's all
it.
you can
You
do.
stay in your space. I'll stay in mine. So the Muffies and the Buffies that Hank is referring to is the syndrome that Taylor Swifties that are coming out of the show saying, I don't remember any of it. I just spent 10 grand on this and I don't remember any of it.
And they've got like doctors and psychologists and psychiatrists trying to explain. It's just memory. No, it isn't. No one has total recall when you go to any event. Just shut up. I mean, just tell you little Muffy and Buffy that they're not going to remember everything.
I had a Me Too moment with the Taylor Swift story this week, and I had an absolute laugh about it. Taylor Swift accidentally swallows a bug on stage during a concert, and I was like,
oh, no.
That's a Stephanie moment.
Oh.
And people took a video of it, and they were like, oh, so gross. And I was like, it's not her fault.
Not her fault.
She's singing away. The bug decided there, I need to go in there. That seems worth it.
I mean, and I don't know if you've heard these stories, but I was somewhere in the last week or so of people who couldn't get tickets for here, and they've like bought tickets in Chicago or someplace else.
That happened here from other places.
And it's just like, come on, really? I mean,
it's a phenomenon, Hank. We don't get it. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Just say to Muffy and Buffy, look, honey, we tried, but we can't get tickets this year. We'll try again next time she comes.
Oh, Erin has a good theory, though. She says, I really think that they're spending so much time trying to record it and pay attention to their phone that they miss the actual moments of the show.
Oh, Erin, you could be right about that.
I know that Tori, who I do the First Shot Morning Show podcast with, she said her experience was she tried not to use her phone to be in the moment as much as possible, but does have it on video, but honestly swears she doesn't remember any of it. She said it was a time warp. Mm-hmm. She remembers nothing of it.
Well, they get all so excited and everything, and I get it.
It's like a blackout moment. Like I finally achieved the thing that I've wanted forever, and here it is. And was it good? I don't know.
I don't know. I think Erin's right. They're so busy trying to put stuff on the phone and record stuff and do selfies and go on TikTok.
Yeah,
that they might be losing track of what's going on.
Well, I had a story yesterday that I didn't have a chance to talk about, but it said, do you frequently flip from topic to topic to topic? You might be a genius.
Ooh.
I didn't actually read the whole thing. I just read the article and I said,
and then you flipped to another topic.
That's it. I went on. I moved on. I was like, I'm a genius. And then I moved on.
Right.
I didn't read the science behind it. So I feel like I probably should. I posted it on the 1180 Facebook page yesterday. Which, by the way, you can follow us at any given point in the day. Roku, TV, Alexa, we're in the App Store. And you can log online and find us there. We're working on deploying the new website tomorrow.
Really?
This thing has been a freaking labor of love, I'll tell you what.
But the new website is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. It is really nice, and I'm excited for it. So, yeah, I posted it yesterday. Easily distracted, you're basically a genius, so a study says. And it basically says that they did a study from Northwestern University and found evidence that the inability to block out multiple sensory information is because you're creative. You're talented in that fashion. So you can't do it.
Okay.
So it says spend a little bit more time alone, but other than that, it's not going to get any better. Okay.
You're suffering from geniusitis?
I'll take it, Hank. That's
Absolutely.
what happened.
Okay.
What's up, DJ Gons? Hey, RTB, I missed your faces.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Gons came out. He's got a full-on jam-packed summer over at Shipwrecked. He's been DJing. His wife Allison is fabulous. She's a teacher and also a waitress. I mean, they hustle.
Mhm.
All we do is work.
That's
I don't
right.
know if we're able to even enjoy where we live at this point in the year. This is our busy time for everybody that's here.
Right.
We're all on the grind right now, trying to just get it done to the point where I'm like, do I want to do this?
Yeah. But then what else am I going to do?
It's also true because when I have nothing going on, I feel like I should have something going on and I
Right.
fill it with shit.
Right. What am I doing? Relaxing, reading a book. I
Well,
should be.
This right? I have so many more tasks and things that I have to do.
Right.
Yeah, so our J1's poor bikes are all broken. So I was like, Cliff, when are you gonna get to that? He's like, I'm doing 4 websites. I got the this, I got the that. Which one do you want me to do first? I'm like, okay, fine. Go downstairs with my mirror ball and sit down here and look at my disco ball and enjoy my day.
Let's play a little Donna Summer, maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got to go back over here.
Okay, radio time.
Yeah, Serafina, genius or ADD? Who can tell the difference?
Right.
It's just a little bit of both.
What are we talking about this time?
Well, we have a crazy crime to get to.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to lower it down until we absolutely have to, just so they don't bounce us.
Okay.
If that's what you're wondering, that's what we're doing. I should probably pull up a crazy crime that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Oh, people aren't going to go on dates after this. Cape Cod's Alternative. We are 1180. It's Hank and Stephanie this morning. You ready for a crazy crime?
I'm always ready for crazy crime.
This one is from Tennessee, where a Tennessee woman hires a hitman to kill the wife of her dating match. It's unbelievable to me that this day and age, with all of the technology and all of the things that we're on, with all of the evidence that we leave behind every single day, that people still say, I'll get away with it.
Sure. They won't find me. They won't figure out that it's me.
So a Tennessee woman allegedly paid to hire a hitman to kill the wife of a man she met on a dating site.
Well, what was he doing there?
Melody Sasser was arrested May 18th. She's being held in custody on a probable cause that she allegedly attempted to murder for hire. She's accused of transferring 10 grand in Bitcoin to a site named Online Killers Market.
Oh, no. .com.
You cannot make this up. Not at all. In exchange for the murder of the wife of the man that she met on a dating site.
And what's the chances that onlinekiller.com is actually, run by law enforcement?
I just can't. I really can't. I hope you both fall off a cliff and die was what she had to say to the police officers when she was arrested.
Oh. So she just met the guy on the app. She didn't really meet him yet.
No, she was ready. She was clearing the cobwebs out.
I guess.
She needs to be ready to marry her, apparently.
Wow.
Onlinekillersmarket.com. You're listening to 1180. That's awesome.
Oh, my God.
Melody, honey, I think you got bigger problems.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Good morning, Becca. Hey, Stephanie. Thanks for joining us.
People, you have to just wonder what's wrong.
It's a special time in the world right now. I don't know what the hell is happening.
And there are a lot of special people here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let me tell you.
Speaking of a special person, I'm going to give my daughter a plug just a little bit. She dressed up as Lady LaRue this past Sunday at our market at Knockabout.
Yes.
Walked around. She made her own tea bags. She's been growing her own. Her garden includes tea.
She's been growing her own?
Her own tea.
Oh, okay.
So she dries it. I've got lemon balm. I've got baskets of crap drying all over my downstairs. I don't even know what the hell it is. And she's like, that's lemon balm. Don't touch it. That's this. Don't touch it. That's that. Don't touch. I'm like, okay, I'm not touching any of the freaking baskets, but can we corral them? Can there be an area in which we dry the herbs, please, so that they're not everywhere? Everywhere.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
baskets of what looks like grass shavings. Anyway, she was working on filling her basket. So she sanitized the whole area. She put her gloves on. She put her mask on. She's got the digital scale, making sure each has the same amount. She looked like she was doing drugs, like
I was gonna
carving up
say.
drugs. I have a photo for you, and I looked at it, and I've got to share with you. I'll drop it in the chat just so you can see my child, who looked like it was some Breaking Bad business going on in my kitchen this weekend. It was an absolute riot, but I'm so proud of her for doing right. There's the scale, there's the tape.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd question. I mean,
right?
Yeah, I guess that's well, if she's telling you it's tea, I suppose, but
No, it's definitely tea. I saw her do it. She even had like a little wax seal on her boxes as she was boxing them all up. She's very specific about the way that she's doing it. She
wow.
made sure her licensing was all up to date. Like, I think it's pretty awesome for a 17-year-old
absolutely.
that has just decided to do this as a business, and really with minimal help from mom and dad, she's getting it done. I think it's appreciative.
Yeah, but you got to post that for people to see because it does look. If you just saw that randomly, you'd maybe.
Yeah, I'm not going to be posting those photos anytime soon. What is her daughter doing? Seriously, though, it looked like one of those, what was it, Narcos over here.
Yes.
Lauren was telling me about her doing tea parties. Yes, Nicole, we should definitely hook up because she's going to need a supplier of sweets and goods. Maybe you guys can work a deal. Nicole makes the best cupcakes. She used to have sweet gnocchis. I don't know if you're still making cupcakes and stuff. I think she only does it for her her kindness group that she has, and that's a group that does work with some of our foster kids in foster homes. So we've got the Kindness Festival just around the corner. I mean, our summer is going to go in a blink, and it's going to be over as fast as it started. So I want to thank Rockland Trust, one of our sponsors. If you're looking for something to do with the kids and you're like, oh, I'll do a lemonade stand, do one for Tommy's Place. They've just opened the Centerville location. They need all the funds that they can get. And I think they have 160 families that they're servicing at this point. They give them a full week of vacation, their entire family, no treatment. Everything's covered. Here's your fridge full of food. Here's activities in every room. Really just go and enjoy spending time together as a family.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. That's really sweet that they did that.
Nicole, you just opened up the Kind Nest also. And that's going to be a place where kids can go and hang out. It's just our kids need to do something.
Yes.
I was really appreciative post prom that Mashpee holds a party at the Lanes and all the kids go there and it's watch Barnstable does a sleepover.
Yeah. Well, did Lily come home early from the prom to go to the Lanes?
Yeah. Yeah. And they had an after prom party there that they kept them all busy.
Right.
And doing activities and games and fun stuff so that they're not out doing stupid stuff. And I think that that's all it is. Just keep them active.
Right.
And busy.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen for every single kid, but if we can at least save some bad accidents and foolish decisions.
Well, you know, it apparently worked because there were no stories about bad accidents.
Yeah.
I mean, there were, again, the Sandwich Police blog, they busted a bunch of kids somewhere in the woods. And, you know, they said it was their after prom party. But other than that, there were no stories.
What's wrong with a good old woods party?
I know. My gosh.
We used to have this place called The Shack. And it was somebody built like a rando shed out of pallets in the middle of the woods in Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Oh, really?
And all of us knew where it was. It was like 4 high schools that knew where it was. There was like 60 of us out there. It was like a speakeasy. Good old fashioned fun. And I remember when we got busted and they marched us all out of there.
Yeah.
Like it was like rotten criminals. It was probably about 50 of us. There were 6 cops. They're like, what the hell is going on here? Oh, just you know,
just hanging out,
speakeasy in the woods with our friends. What's
wrong with that?
But it was basically like, let me look through all your bags, go home to your parents. Never let us see it. They chopped up our little shed out there, and we were all sad.
They'll we'll take away what you had in your bag, and
well, yeah, give kids an inch.
I'm trying to plug myself again. Hang on.
You don't need to hear anyway, Hank.
I can't hear half the time anyway, so.
Good morning, Connie. Hi, Auntie Sheila. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Kellen.
There we go.
I know,
back.
we got a good group. So yeah, Lily's got her little business, running little tea parties. My Nana would be so psyched because she used to do tea parties for us when we were kids. So she's got this whole hour routine. It's very Mary Poppins-y. She reads them a story. They do a arts and crafts project. They have tea, and it's with a parent and a child. I don't care what kind of one old, one young. I don't care who you are. It can be grandma, granddaughter, grandson. It's a good time for everybody. Age bracket is like 6 to 12, but I feel like I enjoy her show.
Right.
So, and not just because she's my kid. I feel like I'm overly critical of her because she is my child.
Right. Yeah.
But it was so fun to see her at the Knockabout Market hanging out with other vendors and talking about crafts. And she sat with Ariel, who does Siggy's Ceramics. So she's got all these fun, funky ceramic projects. I bought earrings from her that are bacon and eggs.
Yep.
They're really just cute, and going to the different crafters and just really enjoying what it is that they did.
Yeah.
It was an incredible day.
Speaking of Ariel is the Little Mermaid, right?
Yes.
There's a story now about all the negative reviews the new Little Mermaid is getting. And
we talked a little bit about that last week.
And I can't remember the term. And I saw the article, and I don't remember it. I don't want to say it's like photobombing, but they've seen it happen with a couple of movies where there have been Afro-American or Black performers, and just this, like, photobombing isn't the right word, but there's way too many negative reviews.
They don't like the cast?
Well, let me see if I can.
Because I thought it was makeup. You said makeup.
Yeah, it was makeup. Now it's something else. Wait a minute. I shouldn't have gone down that road. Oh, review bombing.
Oh, okay. So people specifically give bad reviews?
Yes.
Well, that is called a troll.
Yeah. Where people review bomb, where people are motivated often by factors that have little to do with the actual film, to leave negative reviews online in an attempt to lower the rating. And the suggestion is because Ariel, the character, is being played by an actress who happens to be Black.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Grow up. I'm just so over this. And I will address this one time and one time only. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to bring it to my show because I am all about positivity, light, loveliness. But whatever was happening on Main Street in Hyannis with a particular bar owner running his mouth after having way too much to drink, and that being on film, it is absolutely disgusting, despicable. It deserves no place in anything that we do here on the Cape. And I'm ashamed. And I feel like we just need to grow up. I said my piece. I'm going to move on. With that, you're going to see it everywhere. Turtle Boy Sports, all of the sports pages, every single news outlet has picked this up. Oh, yeah. And it's not going to go away. And I'm really, really saddened for that to be the shadow that is where we start our summer here on Cape Cod. It really is a bummer. I would rather talk about the sharks, apparently, who are looming in the ocean. Drone footage has been released of our Cape Cod summers.
Oh my gosh.
Fast forwarded, and they said 97% of great white sharks loom and hang out right by surfers and people that are 20 yards away from the shore. And then they proceeded to show all of these photos and videos. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going into the ocean ever again. Sitting there waiting 97% of the time. They're just hanging out. They're watching you.
They don't care. They don't care. I think Shark Week is now Shark Month.
It's shark everything.
Right.
That is what we have here now.
and just act appropriately. And you know people are going to be putting up on the Cape Cod vacation pages or whatever. Yeah. Should we come down and go in the water? We hear there's sharks.
Yeah.
Just like we go to Clearwater on vacation all the time, and the Clearwater pages.
I feel like Florida sharks are bitier sharks.
Yeah, but people are still writing about, is there red tide? No, there hasn't been red tide. It's the other side of it. Let's just stop, please.
It happens.
Please.
Erin said that she just saw The Little Mermaid and she said it was amazing. Both of her boys loved it. The haters can suck it. I agree.
There you go. Thanks, Erin. I knew.
Well said.
I know we could count on you. Tell us what you really think.
I really love that so much. So yeah, here we are getting ready for another Cape Cod summer, and here, what is it, 50 degrees out?
Yeah,
it was so
like
flipping cold this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
I had to go looking for the sweater. I mean,
I know. As I just put it all, I just flipped the wardrobe, and here I am going back for it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's 62, and we have that air quality alert until midnight tonight.
There was a sports question I wanted to ask you about, and I totally forget what was going on with the world of sports and if it mattered or not. Oh, Mahomes ending Kelsey's White House speech. Did you watch any of that?
No.
Was there a reason for that?
They're buddies, and they kind of, I don't know specifically what it is, but they're buddies, and they're they're always screwing around with each other.
I know that there's an issue on Nantucket right now with a 90-year-old billionaire complaining about a fisherman's shack that is on the wharf. But there's another billionaire coming to the defense of the fisherman's shack. So I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Only on Nantucket are these issues. And also at 90 years old, why start lawsuits? Can't you just shuffle off this mortal coil and enjoy your money? Why you got to start a lawsuit with people?
Although 90 years old, I just finished, because I don't have any papers to read. I don't have any textbooks to look at. I don't have any.
Good for you. Yeah, school's out.
Scholarly articles to read. I'm actually doing some reading for myself. And a book I just finished is called The Book of Charlie. And the author is a reporter for the Washington Post, got relocated to the middle of Kansas somewhere. And he moves in across the street from this guy who was like 99 years old.
Okay.
And the first time he meets him, he's outside washing his girlfriend's car. So
he's 99 years old.
He's 99 years old. The Book of Charlie is about this reporter having conversations and learning the stories and about the life of this doctor. He died when he was 109. It's a fabulous book, folks. It's a nice read.
That's insane.
Charlie had a really, really interesting life. Yeah, it's a really cool book, but he died at 109 on his birthday, on his own terms.
Oh, he like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he did anything. It was just, well, of course he died on his birthday.
Yeah, right. Like I
kind of
I had my time. I'm good. I'm ready to go now.
Yeah. I mean, 109. Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Good morning, Patricia.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us.
The Book of Charlie.
I'll definitely check it out. I need to look for some beach reads. Good morning, Jackie. How you doing today?
Yep. The other book that I read, that I finished is, I think the title is I'll Be Right Here or I'll Be Right There. I forget exactly the title, but it's written by Luke Russert, who is the son of, I'm going to forget his father's name, Russert.
Bill?
Who was on NBC News.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bill.
Bill Russert. And it's about his father dies suddenly. He and his mom are still in Europe on the vacation that they took for Luke's graduation. Dad goes home early because he's got to do Meet the Press. And Dad dies of a massive heart attack. Luke gets sucked into the Washington scene. NBC hires him to be a youth reporter for the election. And like 10 years later, he's still stuck in Washington. Never had a chance to grieve for his father. And from a very unlikely source, a really high-ranking person in Washington calls him in the office and tells him, get the hell out of here.
Tim Russert. Thank you.
Russert, thank you. That you don't want to wake up 20 years from now and find out that you're still here. So he takes off and he spends the next several years traveling all around the world.
I would like to do that.
All around the world. And finally has a chance to mourn for his father. But in the process, he hits practically...
I can't read stuff like that.
No, it's good. But in the process, he hits practically rock bottom.
Yeah.
And then finally, pulls himself back up again.
I like vampires and witches.
Oh, but this was a nice book. This was a nice book.
I like
and
fun
witches.
fantasy stuff.
Mhm.
That's where I live right there in my own little la la land. This is not real. I watched the original What We Do in the Shadows last night with my daughter. She
What we do.
snuggled in between the two of us, Cliff and I, and we were
Mhm.
watching a movie. I'm like, who gets that time with their teenage daughter?
You
I'm really enjoying it.
You don't.
I think she actually misses her brother and doesn't say it.
I'm sure.
But yeah, it's a foolish show about vampires.
Yeah.
And it's like a satire. It's a
Oh,
goof.
okay.
And it has some of our favorite people, Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. So it's just very, very funny. It's from 2015. It's
Mhm.
old. It's
Yeah.
what they built the What We Do in the Shadows show from
Oh, okay.
is the movie, and it's just goofy, and I really enjoy it. Because what would you do if you lived forever?
Right.
How badly would you behave? You didn't care.
You didn't care.
Right.
Yeah. But wouldn't you get bored at some point?
That's what they do. That's why it's funny.
Yeah.
The trouble that they get themselves into because they are incredibly bored when they've lived 400 years.
Right. Right. I can't imagine being Charlie and living to 109.
No, I definitely can't.
And he was in perfect health.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Pretty much the whole way through.
Yeah. Lady LaRue's tea party is this weekend, Patricia. She had a trial run for her weekend before, and she's booking birthday parties. So let us know. You know of anybody that wants tea parties.
Right.
She's good at it.
And I'm sure she is.
We've got a couple of other things going on this weekend. I am going to be hosting the Wingathon on Sunday. That's for Wings Over Falmouth families.
Mhm.
So you can come to Timber Axe Bar and Bull. And I think it's $10 for kids, 15 or 20. All the money goes to Wings for Falmouth families. And Ted Murphy has a full-on chicken costume, like a blow-up chicken costume. He's always entertainment.
Yeah.
But I saw two of them because his wife Jen also was in one of them, and it looked like they were having a chicken fight in the front yard.
I saw that.
Which made me
that
laugh
on social media.
So
yeah.
now you know why they have chicken suits.
I was wondering.
Yes. Because we've got the Wingathon that is happening for Wings Over Falmouth families. So it's a great fundraiser. They do a lot of great things for people in Falmouth, whether it's you got hurt on the line and you're a waitress or whatever it is, you can't pay your rent this month.
Mhm.
Oh crap, my electric bill is $1,000 and I can't pay it this month. What are we going to do? Are we going to eat or pay the electric bill? That's where Wings comes in. It's any Falmouth family, and there's very little qualifying paperwork that you have to fill out. It's really a wonderful organization. So if you're in a bind, you live in Falmouth, reach out to them. They're there for it, and that's what we're raising money for. What else? Tom Matthios, you got to come and see me for Music Bingo. I'm working on the video portion.
That's going to be really cool.
I hope so.
You got to see it. There's a huge screen, and the stage is right next to it. Going to be fun.
Well, they've got all those deadly bar concoctions now.
Yes.
Something about infused beverages. Whenever I see infused anything, whether it's at the Quahog where they've got their Bloody Marys, their stuff, or whether it's at Tom Matthios now with their pineapple tequila, I'm like, oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Deadly because it tastes so good.
Oh, I know. And then next thing you know, you stand up and you go, oh.
Who's driving me home?
Right.
Who's fighting for me? Inquiring minds want to know.
That's right.
Anything else going on in the real estate realm?
I saw, and I did a video about this that'll be running this week. Someone on the Mashpee County pages, here I go again, wrote, "What do I hear falling? Real estate prices in Mashpee." And I was like, what? Real estate prices are up 12.5%. They're up all over.
Where did they get their information from? Or they were just taunting?
I don't know if it was someone who just wanted to stir up stuff or.
Those are my favorite people that like to throw out a one-line sentence and see who's going to jump on it and get violently angry on social media.
Yeah. Plus, there are a lot of people out there who think they know something about real estate, and they really don't. But everybody has an opinion about it.
Didn't you just get a recent certificate, sir?
Yes, I know. I'm a certified senior real estate specialist. Remember we talked about this?
I remember you going to the class.
I was going to the class, and I said at the time, just give me the damn certificate. I qualify. And it was one of those things. It was online, and you had to like stay in front of the computer screen. And if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to tell the moderator you were leaving, because that's how they made sure you were still there. They took screenshots you'll kind of arrange like like a big Brady Bunch.
Hey, Ellen, how are you?
And then they took a screenshot. Okay, well, they're still here. Well, wait another 15 minutes. What they didn't want was people walking away or putting up their meme. And I get it. Yeah, but I finally got my certificate and a little lapel pin for my suit jacket. And
so what does this mean?
well, aside from the fact that I'm really old enough to qualify for it anyway, there's just different issues that come into play when you're helping someone who is a quote unquote senior make their decision to sell their property.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure it's really emotional. I can't imagine what that's like for someone that's had this property. I know how emotional I am going to be about it.
right.
And we've only been here 20 years,
Right.
22. But I know that it's time. I really don't have all that much attachment to it, but everything in my family's life happened here. So it is a small thing. But when you're older and you're making these decisions, I'm sure that you got to make sure that all their faculties are there. They're doing these things right.
Yep. You have to make sure, for example, and this has happened
There's-
with Mari before I got my license. She would get a call from someone who said they were going to sell their property, and she'd go down, she'd do the listing appointment, she'd start working on the listing, and all of a sudden she'd get a call from, hey, this is Bob, whoever. You've been talking to my dad. He doesn't own the house. Dad was just enough off that he didn't remember that he had, as you should do when you get older, by the way, you should put a trust and put someone else, besides you. And as long as you have raised your kids reasonably well, they're not going to throw you out of your own home. But, I'm sure that happens. But
I've watched a lot of crime shows.
Yeah, I know. But what you deal with when people get older is you deal with the memories, you deal with, family members or kids saying, oh, mom and dad, you can't sell the house. Or you deal with mom and or dad who's left alone in the house and it's too big for them and they've got to find a way to give it up. Or we worked with clients this weekend who were looking at a home, and one of their criteria somewhere along the line was for it to be big enough so when the kids came to visit. And you know what? Mom and dad having a home on the Cape, that's fun for a year or two.
Yeah.
And then the novelty wears off. And Mari has had people call her after buying a home 2 years, 3 years ago and say, I want to sell. I miss my kids.
I'm good.
They don't come.
Yeah.
But they have this idea that I'm going to have a home on the Cape and the kids are going to come
I get it.
every weekend.
It's that wishful parenting that they want to we're going to make memories and we're going to whatever. But then life happens. It just doesn't happen that way.
I mean, the kids, they work. Hey, you know what? Mom and dad, that week we were going to come. I got something going on at work.
Yeah.
Or, the daughter's going to softball.
Well, and then you've got a huge house to maintain and that's not fun either. And no one can do that. It's just, especially when you're older.
Right.
I can't even do it now. I'm no time for it.
Yeah. The house that the first house that they looked at before they came to us and they were talking about it was huge, was quote not big enough for the kids. And that's what Mari said. That's great. They're going to be here twice a year.
Yeah.
Who's going to clean it when they're not here?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They were like, oh.
Well, yeah. And if you're on a fixed income too, I'm not going to get maids for that. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Well, in this particular case, the price range they were looking in, maids wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, okay. Well, then good for them. Have the maids clean it and they can hang out with the mates.
Right.
And not their kids, because they're not coming to your Cape house.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with you.
Yeah. I suspect they'd be able to pay people to do some of the stuff, but nonetheless.
Well, I think we covered most things. Anything else that you got going on?
Don't forget Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else. Mari's Facebook page with all kinds of good food recipes and stuff. I kicked myself because last week we were talking all about food and I never said, oh yeah, don't forget the food Facebook page.
Right.
But really, folks, check in on that. We're almost up to 5,000 members. Steph's been a member for a while. That's how we met. Initially started the conversation with Stephanie was Mari came up and introduced herself and Stephanie said, oh, I know who you are.
I know. I follow your food page.
You can follow your food page.
Yep. Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else.
We had somebody at Tomatillo's Saturday night start to talk to us about real estate. And I figured, well, I should introduce myself. I said, hi. So I know who you guys are. I went, well, I guess the social media must be working.
Social media famous.
Yes.
It is a good thing to connect with people in real life, though. It is nice.
Oh, it's fun.
Mhm.
It's fun. And people recognize me from being here now.
And right? Look
Yep.
at that. You're all over the place. Yeah, definitely follow the Dining Around book just
Cape Cod
because.
dining at home and everywhere else.
Yep, because I love recipes. I like interacting with other people. And if you're stuck for something and you're like, I got this pile of chicken, what am I going to do with it tonight? The amount of people that come out of the woodworks to
Oh, I
offer
know.
you
It's so cool,
recipes
isn't it?
are great.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't even have to think anymore. I have these 3 ingredients. Everyone help.
Right.
And
Right.
they do.
Oh yeah. And it's full of, great pictures of the dishes that people have made, and it's nice that people will say, you know what, I didn't know what I was doing. I threw this together. Here's a picture of it. I don't know.
And there's a little search bar in there. So before I even ask a question, I never even have to interact sometimes. I just go in the search bar and look at other conversations
Yeah.
and just read through them all. And I'm like, thank you.
Yep.
My work here is done.
Yep.
I love it. So follow us on all of our socials. You can listen to us. We're going to hop back on the radio, lemonadio.com, download the app, Roku TV, Alexa, frequent our sponsors, MBR Landscaping, also Rockland Trust. We appreciate you, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. See you on Saturday.
Bye. Oh, yeah, Saturday. You'll hear them on Saturday, right?
I'll hear them on Saturday.
Bye.